Welcome to the stream. Hope all's well. As we're just chilling out here, as always. Right now, we're just leaving my mom's campus and on my way to my campus. For those of you that are wondering why I'm saying that, is I am a high school math teacher / college instructor when I'm not on YouTube. So, explains a little bit about me. And when I'm on YouTube, I am a variety game streamer, or I'm doing these vertical streams, whether it's the driving like you're seeing now, or game / pack openings of different things. Most of the time, Pokemon related, but you never know. But hope all is well with everyone as we're just chilling out, hanging out, making sure that we're not forgetting anything and stuff like that. Sometimes we are humming, sometimes we're talking. Just depends on what's going on. But welcome in, everyone. If you're new to the channel, thank you very much. If you're coming back, welcome back, guys. And welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're just chilling out here as I'm just humming away. At some point, some of us may be here live. At some points, we may be watching this later. Who knows for sure? And in the meantime, me drinking soda in between me trying to talk or hum. Right now, for me, it's been an interesting week as far as just trying to figure out how to help my students, making sure that they're getting as ready as they can be for their TSI attempts and stuff like that. And just a reminder, TSI is one of the Texas tests to determine if the student's college ready. Sorry for the sneeze. Welcome in, everyone. And it's funny, I sneezed in the live chat right now. It went from 0, and after I sneezed, 13 people, so that means 13 people heard me sneeze. Hey, brother Adam, how are you doing today? Good morning to you. Welcome in, everybody. Hope all is well with everyone. I just think it was funny. It's like I'm starting my sneeze and I'm like, okay, no one's in chat, I'm gonna sneeze, and then next thing I know, I see 13, I'm like, uh-oh, it's gonna be 10 or 30 seconds, it's gonna be in what you guys see here in just a moment. I know some people, when they hear a sneeze, they immediately turn it off. Some people, they are just like, whoa. But yeah, I was just like, it was funny, the timing and everything, because like one of those cases, if I'm ever really worried about it, I can be like, oh, no one saw that, because I can edit that part out. But it just was the funniness of this, like, all of a sudden, and if I ever actually make choice, I can joke about it being in showings like we went from 0 to 13 because of a sneeze. Yep, indeed. I just think it's funny. Like when I was playing Fallout 1, someone thought I was passing gas when they heard snoring. I'm just like, really? You don't know the difference between the two? That was one of the few times, just because of how vocal about them being like, "Fess up, you farted, didn't you?" Like 5 times that time. I finally saw it because it was one of the times that I just got so bored that I fell asleep. That I was just like, you know what? Banned. Exactly. That's why I was just like, what? When they was saying it during that stream, I'm like, okay, whatever you say, do or do that. Because I didn't look at their username long enough to know if it was a do or do that. I still think it's funny to think about. On the Twitch side, you can do unbanned request forms, but most of the time, people who do that, they make a video about it, and some people purposely get banned so they can get a chance to be in the video. In some of those streams, I'm just like, I don't want to feel like I'm trying to promote that. So I'm probably never gonna worry about looking at those. Yeah, indeed. But some people, especially when they watch a big streamer, they're like, how can I impress the big streamer? And that sense can go differently depending on who you talk to. And depending on the streamer too. Because every streamer does things differently for their chat or their community. And sometimes I have actual names. I know for me, I've had a couple of people ask me what I would call you guys instead of just saying chat or people or family or whatnot. But and some people are like, we can be the right bites. I'm like, I'm not sure. Sure, I don't want. I haven't quite decided. Decided on that. It's one of those interesting things, to say the least. Because I know that some people enjoy being, when they're in a chat, they feel like, besides just being called everyone and stuff like that. Exactly. I think for you guys, for everyone in my stream, I have a feeling most people, y'all come because you enjoy something I said or just enjoy something I do. I don't think any of you guys are like that stay long term or trying to have it where you feel like that you're attention seeker for the most part. Some of them that I can tell, and that's why sometimes I try to say hello at least. But some people I know that they say hello or something, and then 10 seconds later I don't hear from them again. I'm like, oh well, what's on the next stream for you? But that's why we just play it by ear sometimes. In a sense, that's why I kind of keep track of who's who, because I know that if I try to ask questions to someone that I know that's only there for 30 seconds. I know I probably won't get a response. Though, see, I know when you're in chat, you'll stay for a little bit longer, depending on what's going on. I understand completely. No worries, Brother Adam. No worries at all. I know exactly why you're saying that. Because there's some streams that you don't have to question that. Some streams you're just saying, does this person actually know what they're talking about? Sometimes you have that inclination or that aha moment being like, has anything what they said made sense? It's one of those interesting things to say the least. Some streamers, I wait 3 times I'm in chat to do a follow if I'm on Twitch side or a subscribe on the YouTube side, because I'm like, if I feel like that I'm wanting to come back three times and feel like that I'm staying there for at least 30 minutes, then I don't mind doing this sub button / follow button. But I don't want it to be that I do it right away, because I want to get to know everyone first and how I interact with everyone and stuff like that. Hello Trace, how are you doing? Hello Jenny, how are you doing? Hope both of you guys are doing well. Hope your job's been going good and stuff like that. Yep. That's, like I said, a lot of us enjoy math. Probably because of me being a math teacher, I know some of you guys, once y'all realize I enjoy math, we talk about math from time to time. It confuses people who are new sometimes, because they're like, wait, he says he's a gaming channel, but he's talking about math? What? It probably makes it funny sometimes when people come in or discussing math related things, or how we did things in college / high school and stuff like that, depending on what we all enjoy. But yeah, how are you doing, Trace? Or this? For me, I always think of both of them when I think your name, because I know that both ways technically can be correct, depending on what how we want to say the name. But I know some people don't worry about it like me. I know Rhypi can be said so many ways, whether it's Rhypi, Rupert, Ripster, favorite teacher, many other things. Things to say the least. You as well, Trace. Hope you have an amazing day as well. But yeah, it's one of those interesting things to just say the least. remember a trick question that one of my teachers that loves to joke and actually was a good joker. One of the times that stumped me one time, that he always asked what is the middle of I. And then, depending on what he said something different. Gosh. Brother Adam. Okay, Am I? How are you doing today? Welcome in. Sorry to hear that you've been in some of those streams recently. But hope it gets better for you today, whether you're watching other stuff later or being able to chill out if it's off day for you, or if you're going to work soon, whichever is the case for you. Yeah, I understand that, Trace. Yeah, not all jobs lead to it, but it's just one of those cases. For me, I always say to my students now, it's like, you might not need it for your job, but some of you guys, because you like helping people, it's going to be something that you want to know, so you have another way to help people besides just moving something for someone, or being able to know that you can help someone drive to their destination and stuff like that. Yeah, I can't tell you for sure about the brain rot, and for me, it's just one of those cases that I honestly don't think about it that much with it, because I know I don't always pay attention to it. Yeah, indeed. But right now, it's just for a lot of my students the last couple of years, it's been trying to get them out of wanting to just look it up, whether it's on nowadays, this year wise AI, but in previous years using Math Solver, that they can quickly type in on Google search, and why sometimes when it's test days, that makes sure Google is not available to them as well for that same reason. Yeah. For me, especially depending on how which professor you're talking about, proofs I didn't always enjoy because of how, as one professor told it to me, they said to teach it to the dumbest person in the class, but when we did that, we still got points off. Yeah. Indeed. That's why it confuses a lot of people. It's like, then why can't we take linear algebra at the same time as calculus? But the university I was at, they try to say linear algebra was a sophomore only class. So for me, who's a freshman, they wouldn't let me take the class. So it was just like one of those weird things, to say the least. And right now in one of my college prep classes, they're also in AP calculus, so sometimes I'm helping him on that class stuff. So it's been interesting, to say the least. I can understand that, Trace. Makes sense, brother Adam. The street map that I purposely took because I wanted to see how different it was from other math classes when I was getting my associate's degree, because I wanted to make sure that I was considered core complete, so I didn't have to worry about taking classes I didn't want to take. Depending on where you are, remember finite math, they want to contain everything to be something that can be applied everywhere, not just sometimes. Is the main rationale behind finite math. Part of the reason why a lot of business degrees, related degrees, require finite math instead of college algebra. I just know me and my dad joked, like, probably don't, especially if I did wanted to go to my dad's alma mater, to not do the same degree, because my dad didn't want me to be compared to my dad when me and my dad didn't always talk about business related stuff, that we talked more math related stuff, despite his degree was in business. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why for me, I know a lot of people always are shocked. It's like, wait, you haven't dated anyone? I'm like, or gone out with anyone? It's like, for me, it's like I wasn't really worried about it, because I was just like, I just wanted to focus on my studies, because I had heard very interesting stories when people didn't focus on their studies first. I'm like, I want to do this. Yeah. But at the time, you made the best decision of what felt like at that moment. And I'm sure that, yes, you regret it somewhat because of how much things cost. But at the same time, you got to be part of your kid's life. So, this is the reason why some people enjoy his Eminem's story, in a sense, that he decided to not to pursue his rap career more until he finished raising his daughters, because he didn't want to be just another rapper that didn't pay attention to his kids. Ouch, madam. Ouch. And that's part of the reason as well. It's like I remember in college and high school, I've heard people having that problem and stuff like that, that people lie about different things, and just like, I just want to not be part of it. Even though in high school I did remember trying to ask 3 different people, but each one of them either thought I was joking to them, or one of them was like, "You're the mediator, you can't date." Because I was one of the ones that people, even though I didn't date anyone, but came to me to see whose situation is correct, and if they should listen to the guy or the girl, or the girl and girl, or boy and boy, depending on the situation. I understand that, brother. It just sucks that happened where you're just like, well, I could have kept going like I originally planned to do. And then there's that part of you that I'm sure that at one point you thought about, but once you realized they wasn't actually pregnant, then you was just like, do I want to even consider suing? Because I know that technically you did have grounds to do it. But yeah, I just remember from my experiences, like, it happened that way. Yeah. I know brother Adam, he enjoys what he does now. So I just know for me, it's just one of those interesting things to think about. That's why I was just like, so far, I know that eventually that I want to get my masters before I start dating. Sorry guys, I was trying to figure out how to get over. Yeah. Some of us have scars that will always be something we think about, and when we're talking about different things, that we connect everything just so to warn people, or those of us that haven't experienced it, because I know that sometimes some people will want to hear everything about something to understand why it could happen to them, but some people's like, I'll let it be until it happens to me, and then I will be like, oh, I should have paid more attention. But you never, there's a lot of people you can't tell for sure which kind they are until it happens where they want to listen or listen, or they're like, man, I should have listened. who are driving, the construction people are not making sense what they're doing right now. Yep. And why, for me, that I know that I enjoy being able to help people talk about random stuff, and sometimes that we talk about deep stuff just because sometimes it just happens in natural flow of the conversation that we discuss it because we want to discuss it, and then you'll have people who are just like, man, we really thought about this. And some people are just like, huh, never thought about that. And then some people are just like, why are you not a philosophy major or a psychology major or a philosophical major? Especially when people remember that I'm a math person. I always spooks people when we say that, and when I say that some of these things sometimes. Hey, Mass, how are you doing? Welcome in. Hope your stream's been going good. Whether it's the streams or the premieres. I'm doing well too. So that right now we're just heading from home / dropping off my mom at her workplace to my workplace currently. Hope all's well with everyone. Yep, indeed, Brother Adam. But yeah, for me, it's like just one of those interesting things because for me, wise, that I haven't talked to besides one of them potentially. Sometimes I talk to one of them once a year, but the other two I haven't talked to since high school. So it's like I just haven't wanted to worry about it just because I know like one of them once they got out of high school, once when they was in college, within 6 months they had a boyfriend. And I'm like, oh well. And then the other one I haven't heard from me when that some people was like, what happened to this person? Because they haven't heard anything either. Because they asked me, I'm like, I don't know. It's one of those interesting things to say the least. I'm still driving at 6:45. Oh well. Hope all's well with everyone that coming in, that we're just chilling out, hanging out. I almost felt like I was about to burp. Oops. Or hiccup, one of the two. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Understand that. Understand that completely. I just know that if I ever do actually plan to date anyone, I don't think I'm gonna right off the back talk to them about my YouTube stuff, just because I don't want to have to worry about it if they want to know anything about YouTube or whatnot, because I know some they want to know, some that you can tell that some people that they care less about streaming or YouTube in general or whatnot. I know exactly why you say that. It's like, for me, it's like, as I joked to one of the seniors, like, I can definitely tell what you guys are arguing about, what grade you might be, but sometimes I'm not always 100% correct, and I made this student laugh. I have no clue, to be honest. Because with how small or big, however you want to joke about my channel, I don't think that will happen right away, that me end up finding someone that realized they know my voice and they're like, wait, how do I know your voice? I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon, but there's a reason why they say never say just never. Exactly. Very interesting things to think about. have to be silent because people are letting me in the lane. Excuse me. Sorry for the soft voice just then. Yeah. And a lot of things it feels like you had to say it like that because someone wants to either misconstrue your words or think you have alternative motive. And for some of us, we're not thinking about them, we're just thinking about at the moment, it's like, okay, what can best help this person? So it frustrates us sometimes. We have to worry about people asking us that. I'm like, why would I think that? And I know some people's like, just admit it already. It's one of those things that no matter what sometimes you try to say that, some people still think the opposite of what you said, and you're just like, really? Excuse me, I'm Leon. Dang it. I just think it's funny when I'm doing these drives in the morning, I have no connectivity issues. But when I'm driving from my school, I always have many reconnecting issues. It's one of those interesting conundrums, to say the least. Man, I feel slightly behind schedule. At this rate, it looks like I'm gonna get to the school right at 7 o'clock. My fish unit and everything. I'm like, how's it? It's been a while since this happened. Yeah. Awesome. they either be wondering what's going on or be like, I'm gonna have to run into him again. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and end off the stream here, guys. Slightly behind schedule of what I normally do, but at least I got to talk to you guys a little bit more today. But I hope everyone has a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when we're watching the stream or video. Tonight will be Demo Thursday. I'm still coming up with what game we're doing. Doing for that. I have an idea because I downloaded it yesterday, but stay tuned to find out what the Demo Thursday will be. But hope all is well with everyone. Hope everyone has a good morning, afternoon, or evening, like I already said earlier. See you guys next time. Peace. Adam.